What up, fam? I'm back with another late night unboxing. And I got a special one. You know, I only do these when they're special. And this one is really special because it came from MUDASSIR. MUDASSIR, who is legendary on bass notes, eBay. If you watched Ramsey's talking about MUDASSIR just about every episode. So this is from MUDASSIR, and MUDASSIR's specialty is vintage stuff. I swear I know how to open a box. MUDASSIR is into vintage fragrances. I met this guy on eBay, and I bought some kind of, I forget what it was, but it was one of the library collection homage discontinued I bought from him, and he reached out afterward and said, "Hey, I've got this giant spreadsheet of discontinued fragrances I'm trying to sell." And I'm like, okay, let me take a look. And I found a ton of stuff on there. I can't even think of all the things. I know I got my Dawn from him, my bottle of Dawn, but some other discontinued things. And he's a great guy, really knows his stuff, super trustworthy, and has his hands on like some really heavily discontinued deep vintage stuff that you can't find anywhere else. So anyway, let's get into it. Let's see what we got. Starting off, what even is this? Horizon. I don't think I asked for this. I don't know what this is. So he must have sent me like a bonus bottle, which is amazing. It says Horizon Eau de Toilette. Never heard of this. See what I mean? Stand-up guy, this MUDASSIR. Good people. All right, here we go. We've got a very old box here. Vintage Antaeus. And this is supposed to be a 90s bottle, if I'm not mistaken. And I'll tell you how we know. How do we know? Okay, so first of all, I've never had Antaeus. This is my first. In fact, I've never even smelled Antaeus. But, you know, I know Chanel is no slouch. They don't put in anything that is like not amazing. So I know it's going to be good. And rather than get a current formulation bottle and just always wonder, what would a vintage bottle be like? I thought, let's just cut to the chase. Let's go right for the vintage bottle. But you can tell it has Eau de Toilette above the Chanel. So that's an older bottle. And the cap has a slight indentation for the Chanel logo. So the 80s one was a little fatter, and they went to this indented thing in the 90s, and it still had the Eau de Toilette above the Chanel. And I believe now Eau de Toilette is down at the bottom of the bottle. So this is a 90s vintage silver sprayer. So I don't expect to really understand this fragrance right off the bat. This is a legendary fragrance. So I'm just going to get my nose on it here. First impressions. Oh, it hasn't even been sprayed apparently. Nice. Classic. This is a classic. Really classy. You know, all Chanels are classy. It's really beautiful. I'm really stoked to get into this here. I want to keep going here because I'm going to leave that out. So we have the Antaeus here. We have this mystery bottle. I believe I did not ask for this. And he just sent me a bottle, which is super cool. I don't know what this is. So I'm going to hold off on spraying it because I want to get to the ones that I want to spray. Okay, and there are 3 things in this box. Well, 4 including the bonus here. All right. So this, here we go. Another discontinued legendary fragrance. L'Instant de Guerlain pour Homme. Eau Extreme. It's rubbed off a little bit. Eau Extreme. So this is what they call lidge. Lidge. This is a highly sought after discontinued bottle. And MUDASSIR had one. And I thought, even if I don't like this, I will have no problem selling it. And I could even maybe make a profit. So, never been sprayed. I'm priming it right now. Nice. Nice. Brand new bottle. And this is, I don't know even, I should look this up because I don't even know how long this has been discontinued for. This is nice. This is like kind of sweeter. Let me look this one up. So this is Lidge. Lidge. Lidge, which stands for L'Instant de Guerlain pour Homme Eau Extreme. That's what they call it. Lidge, though. Okay, let's see here. Perfumes by Beatrice Piquet. Beatrice Piquet. L'Instant de Guerlain pour Homme Eau Extreme was launched in 2005 as the more intense, richer, smokier, and deeper version of the original fragrance. So this is a flanker. The perfume opens with notes of crystal, citruses, star anise, and elemi. Neroli, patchouli flower, and Indian jasmine, and lapsang tea are the heart of the composition, laid on the base of cedar, Mysore sandalwood, cocoa, patchouli, hibiscus seed. Okay. Really interesting. Okay. I'm getting the citruses and the elemi. I think the cacao is what I'm getting. It's like, there's something sweet. It's like a sweeter patchouli and like a sweet cacao. And this is really excellent. Oh man, I can't wait to wear these. I can't wait to wear this one. That's Lidge. That's 2 out of 3. That's my second discontinued gem I got from MUDASSIR. And finally, this is something that I've heard about and seen and wondered about, never have experienced. This is a deep, deep vintage Amouage Gold Woman. And this is a 30 ml. And they did these for a short time, I think, and there was meant to be given as a gift. And this is, I mean, this feels brand new. I don't think this is there's no fingerprints or anything on this. So I don't know. I need to find out when these came from, but I think I saw Ramsey talk about these, so I'll have to see if I can track that down. But this is Gold Woman. I've actually never smelled Gold Woman either. But this is a deeper vintage, 30 mil. Of course, I'm a huge fan of Gold Man. And I believe it was, let me spray. Again, never been sprayed. So this is the kind of stuff MUDASSIR sends you. Never been sprayed, no fingerprints. This thing's like over a decade old. Oh, this is really good, actually. This smells a lot like Gold Man. Oh, dude, this is so good, actually. This smells a lot like Gold Man. I mean, it's really close, actually. But beastlier, because I think it's because this is a vintage. Oh, man. That is awesome. I'm excited about that one. So yeah, let's see. I'm going to just look this up really quick. Gold Woman. Yeah, Guy Robert. Guy Robert is the perfumer. Oh, God, this is so good. This is just as good as gold. So, it just goes to show that the quote-unquote female marketed amouage are really mostly unisex. At least some of them are unisex. This one is definitely, this smells just like gold to me. Which one is it? Yeah. All right. So I'm not sure how old this is, but it's well over a decade. I'll have to find out more information on this. And I'm going to be wearing this. I'm stoked for this one. This is really cool. As an amouage collector, this is a really neat one to have. So I'm really excited about that. We got our vintage Chanel Antaeus. Going back in the box. I'm going to try these on skin. And they will either appear as a scent of the day or an impressions video, or they will appear in my rotation. Lidge. Finally got my hands on some Lidge. And this bonus bottle, I am going to have to send him a thank you letter, a thank you email for sending me this. Let's spray it. Let's see what this is. Horizons, I think it's called. What a neat guy. That's so nice of him. Also not sprayed. Brand new. Like, where do these people get this stuff? Interesting. I have never heard of this. Okay, Horizon. I'm not seeing it real quick on for Granico. So this is some kind of vintage cologne. So I'll have to spend a minute with that and try and figure out what's going on. See if I can track it down, some info online. But other than that, we got Lidge. We got our vintage Antaeus now, and our Gold Woman 30 mil rare, super rare amouage. Alrighty, fam. I think that's all I got for you tonight. It's been another late night unboxing with Fragrance Time. Fragrance Time 3000, baby. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and punch out now. Peace.